Hallo.
Hallo.
So.
It's a good day. I won Snakula race today.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Most important cup of the day.
Yeah. Also 2 days of practice is just not enough.
Decent. Like yesterday at least. Last match. Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely could still, with a very good match performance and the right maps, move into these last matches. We had the chance, of course, very low. Finalist mode, however, always can give a chance, a slight chance. But yeah, I had no very rough start into my match, and like because it were exactly the 2 maps that threw me into the loser bracket in round 4, and then I started now with them. Quite difficult. I expect Granati to join now here.
Yeah, sure.
He might.
Because he finished exactly in time. Also even if I had qualified for the next round, I would have played Cup of the Day, I think. Unless my...
Would have done it in time, you would, yeah.
Unless I would have had the first match.
You would. I guess Fanadi is with Mime and Muscle. They were training together.
Actually, what I forgot always and what I actually have to do now is making Lars louder. Since some days you are not loud anymore for me. Can you say something?
Something.
Oh, okay. Have you on 180% now?
It's so bad if you don't keep gear 4 on the uphill.
My audio settings normal? That is very loud. Shit again.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, gear is kinda weird on that.
Yeah, like, if you're gonna build that gear 4 uphill turn, you might as well make sure that if you don't get gear 4, that you at least get it afterwards somewhere. What are these gears?
Oh, we need very first turn. Odd.
That one is fine. It's only the
I
uphill.
mean, it's fine, but it's odd.
Yeah, but I have no issues with things being odd. They can sometimes be bad, but at least they're interesting. But that uphill turn, like if you don't keep gear 4 there, you're gonna get a gear down, always.
Yeah. And even then you can still get it.
GPS is, by the way, very good.
Ah, I was on a good time.
Who built the map? 12. Okay. Ja.
Oh, Valve map, yeah. Good, I guess.
So, Valve, V-I-L-F, V-I-L-V. Ja. GBS of course just easily holds the gear. For rounds we need to find other ideas though, I guess. Don't think that I can get a
It's not that
consistent.
difficult to just hold the gear. Didn't have problems with it. 46 please. You're not that fast, I think, I don't know. I mean, the map is kind of simple though. Hard to gain a lot of time.
It's gonna be all about the uphill mostly. At the start.
Also I kept the gear in the uphill actually, also in the uphill left in every run so far, but I struggled to keep the gear through the next ride.
Yeah, you don't want to go too inside. You mess up the last run otherwise. Don't think I can get another top.
Can I stop hitting outside there? I hit the wall twice in my run now. Amazing. Still PB.
Probably like point 2 is already safe.
What is safe?
Point 3 maybe. Point 3 I guess.
Good. Probably.
I mean, we have a little bit less players now because Ascension. Few less good players, man.
Meine Fresse.
Wait, it's Sunday evening and not an ice map.
I mean, we had a lot of ice maps before already.
I actually lost the gear in the upper and then got it back. Managed to get it back in the down. So it's actually fine.
Yeah.
Good well.
Yeah. It's very tight
Only
though.
costs like a 10%.
Oh.
I mean, getting it back is easier. Oh, it's harder than actually just keeping it, I think, though.
For me it's the other way around.
I fucked up the end again. I hit the wall to the left before the end. Like, why? I would have been safe.
Might, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if 2.2 is safe actually. Still improving. I mean, it's such a simple map. Already beat the GPS by 1500s. Cool. That guy, man. Lost the final yesterday against him.
I saw it.
Kind of weird that there were not more people watching. Like, I was actually the only one on Div 1 there. I mean, I wasn't the only one, Virtual was also there, but he just left. And played Kaki, that I guess.
Kinda saw it coming that you will go live and use the chance, but yeah, I did it myself also quite often already, but I always got an ice map for that.
Problem was rather that I was bored. That I wanted to take a chance.
Someone I have struggle here. I didn't know why it's so bad. I mean, okay, I never kept a gear, that might be an issue. Also, I have legs, but why?
Oh, I'm half a second ahead, okay. I'm safe.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. So dumb. Guess who crashed the wall literally right in front of the finish?
Oh yeah, I did that twice. Welcome.
Yeah.
Good
It
one.
sticks out a little bit. Those
Yeah,
second
it's
place,
great.
That was such a good run. I mean, I'm safe at least. It's so dumb. Like a perfect run and then just like 2 meters in front of the finisher crash. Shit.
Oh, wait. Huh? Okay, I'm not safe. Huh? I did a 4/10 improvement? Like, what kind of big gaps were there between the positions? Like, I was top 80 and I've improved by 4/10? And only by that little bit? I was already wondering when you said that 0.2 is not enough. Because I was never really far away from Div 1 with my 0.8.
Yeah, I was in that group as well.
Yep.
With my 0.7.
Well, I really thought I'm safe now.
0.50 is the cutoff right now. That's really surprising. Because like I had a 0.2 earlier, or 0.30 or something, and I was like 35th. Like with 4 minutes ago.
How do you drive a 0.7?
Really don't get why I'm like I just took like a long break from COTD and I'm just faster now on all the tracks somehow. Besides the one where I got the 2.
More focus,
It's like
maybe?
yeah, more focus, you know, when you stop playing for a bit.
Okay, I made it. I guess it's safe.
30?
Class 3.
I think it's a good map apart from the uphill. Like for rounds, that's bad. Like I tried that right now, Lars, and getting the gear clean afterwards if you drop it in the uphill, it's not safe and not easy at all.
That's fine.
I got it
Okay.
fine once as well. It depends on what speed you have though.
Yeah.
And if you have the bad speed, it's impossible.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. Just for this style is just kind of boring for me, you know. That's the only thing. Like, it's just kind of boring. It's only gas and steer.
More
Dude, I'm
interesting than
dropping!
outside, yeah.
Why are
That's
people
very true.
improving last try? So many Marios is being pulled.
Should be fine though.
Yeah, it looks... Oh, 60 seconds it shows me now. Dude. I lost 12 positions in the last minute.
31. Guess I probably didn't.
Wendy did good, said you got knocked out. How are your feelings about your driving at Ascension?
No, I played without mod time. Now I have the mod.
Yeah, for the amount of training it was good. It was good that I got also 3rd place in my last match yesterday. Overall now, yeah, of course I was really hyped for that. I just didn't have the time. I'm a bit sad about that. But even with having
but you started 2 days earlier?
Hmm?
You're hyped for it, but you only started 2 days before?
I was hyped the whole year for it and tried to get it weekend free. But then I had holidays, then I have to work, and then was also Marchi Monday final, and I had to decide like which maps do I train now, when. It's just always then annoying.
No.
And now it's annoying that my family was here. My father was here the whole week and is still here. My mother was also coming, so I couldn't even practice now over the weekend. Also, it had also good things that they were here. Everything is clean now.
It's an interesting line by one guy, but I don't think it's actually fast. He's going outside pods, the one part.
Outside what?
Pods. You mean, you know the one part where you go in between the pods after left turn? It goes outside
Yeah.
of both of them.
Oh,
Loudest.
okay. I did that in the Discovery run.
I mean, it's not fast, I don't think. It's not fast. But easier, maybe? Probably not.
Not easier.
You need to steer less.
Yeah, but you still get the gear
platform
down.
isn't easier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You drop down the gear 3 anyway.
I think the next match is
It
in
may be
Ascension
faster,
at
though.
8 PM, right?
I don't know, it wasn't shown in the bracket. Or at least I'm blind and didn't see it. If it was standing there.
I guess probably it's the way that just decides. He probably doesn't want that long of a break. Gotta watch that, also gotta watch the Formula 1 race.
You didn't yet?
as well. Nope.
Hi,
My
Lars.
nephew's birthday today, so I didn't have any time at dinner.
It's a good map, but for ReRuns,
Interestingly, like this weekend, you know, my nephew had his birthday, and the last Ascension weekend, the other nephew had his birthday.
Yeah, I just said earlier that it's interesting that both times when Ascension was streamed, my father was here, visiting me. It's already live here, there's already a match going on. Yeah. Okay.
Because then I had way more money. And I think it maybe not that much worse than McLaren.
I kinda risked it and took signs.
I also have signs. I have, you know, normal Red Bull completely, Verstappen, Perez, also signs, and then Albon and Piastri.
How much money do you have left? I'm not sure if I could do
0.
that. Yeah,
0.0.
probably
So
I
you
couldn't do that.
Nope. I mean, you could get someone else than Piastri.
Yeah, but
What
Speedy
is
is
this
weak
round?
Yeah,
around.
you-
It's hard to find
Like
someone
just-
else that makes sense there.
Yeah. I mean, is Stroll less? I mean, Stroll could be good. I don't know. Like, it looks like he had like he must have a car issue, right? There's like no way he's that slow. It's very weird. I mean, I think though, of course, like I think Perez can get, will probably get podium. Verstappen obviously win. And maybe Sainz can at least fight against them. I mean, he has been doing better than Leclerc recently. I wouldn't be surprised if Leclerc is better in this race now, though. That we both have Sainz. Or that he... I mean, he starts on...
Did you crash?
Yep.
You shouldn't talk so
I
much.
have legs now. All of a sudden I have legs now in this round.
Well, I went a bit too much inside, jumped, and managed to turtle.
How
That's
many
unfortunate.
divisions are there?
But that's not a top 3. But I mean, I don't know. This map, I'm just falling asleep on. Thing. But that was pretty bad. I mean, it's a map I could win, but it's so boring. I don't know. Play kind of map.
Didn't check how many players actually played today. Usually we had
Well,
over
it's like
3,000.
3K, I think.
It was then still like
They're
30,
already
40
playing,
dips.
I think. 3,200. Yesterday was 2,800. Yeah, they started with the first quarterfinal. Has Aurel, Peck, Mother, and Kappa. First.
Hmm.
4 team level. I mean, would be an interesting question if the level is better this time or worse this time than in the first qualifier.
I was saying better. In theory.
We gotta see. I mean, there are more players, or more good players maybe, and some good players obviously missing. I feel like the hype was a bit smaller now. So, like the top match didn't look that insane in terms of like quality drives, but it's hard obviously. Like the top times always looked insane, of course. That's always gonna be, but like I don't know, like top 5 or something. It depends on the map. I didn't drive them because I don't know how difficult they are.
Wow, I lost 1 gear and I'm 0.5 behind.
Obviously.
What the fuck are they driving? iMod? Huh?
Obviously it was just not enough to get back into. I had so many bad things in this flap. But my focus of course also not the best anymore now. I was always getting too tight in that left turn. In the middle, the double left before the black part. I was always getting too tight and now I was way too tight and lost my gear and everything. After I already touched the wall in the upper left. It was already shit. danger, shorty.
Yeah. You said touched in the upper left, I touched in the upper left.
Also, yeah. You have a bit
Not
of,
I said that.
you have a bit of a lead now. Lol, Across
I mean,
would have been in.
It started pretty good actually. I had 3 PBs in a row. Also drove a 0.9.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put the camera on you that I watch Ascension a little bit more focused.
I can't anymore.
It's not over. You need, of course, some crashes, but it might happen here. If you had a little bit of a better corner there in the end, it would have been enough.
I went for, tried to go for speed, but it had too much then.
Yeah, the outside line didn't pay off in the left in the end.
No, tried to risk it. How stupid.
Then I watched down.
If I would be consistent at this uphill turn, I would easily drive 0.9 each round, so like 0.0. But sadly, I'm not consistent at the uphill.
I think that's one of the worst performances in the knockout from the OK-Bois ever. We are 3 people in the front. We are 3 people in the front, and then this already out. Best position for 40. What were you? 41st.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, I was the best from us. It's...
Yeah.
Are you proud of that?
No, not really.
When did you do the decision, Lars, that you don't go for the Ascension?
Pretty early. There's so much. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling like playing. Also kind of from the last one, because I mean I tried for the last one already, and it wasn't enough. Then it's kind of a question: is it worth it trying again?
Well, but you weren't also that far away.
Yeah. And looking at the pace right now, what they're doing, probably possible. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always hard to say.
I'm just not in the feeling like I wanna train something, you know?
Yeah, I know that. for that I would have liked to, but yeah, time-wise. But yeah, they were.
I mean, I wanna practice the XP Evo maps now as well, but yeah.
Yeah, that's also my goal. Wanna practice
them. Anything yet?
Nah, you don't need already, I guess. But yeah, then now that I'm out here, I want to.
But I'm like, I would like to do already now something at least.
Yeah, a lot of these maps had again these issues, like there is then a risky line that you could maybe sometimes survive, but the question is how often, and the question is what do you do with that. Like many maps have that. Many maps have also parts that feel like you cannot really fully train and save them. For example, this map with the long quarter pipe jump in the end through the gap. Wow. I don't know.
I mean, the pace and everything looks not that good, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at the pipe, so I mean that would be a map where I would be decent at, I guess. You need to go slower than you think, of course, but...
Yeah, it's also a lot of risk thing, of course, with the pipe. You can always go very fast over it, but one time too late of a steering or too late releasing or something, and you immediately dead. Also, this transition into the downhill pipe, and then you have this tight 90-degree right. If you land and your car is not stable and maybe get some slides there when you brake, then you have no chance to slow down anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane just how safe Carl Jr. was doing those.
Yeah, I didn't see the full match there, of course. I saw basically when he got finalist.
Everybody overtook him, but he just had the best in. And he managed to win. So
even though, yeah, that map I actually saw, of course. Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's the one tech map I would be bad at, but there are not as many maps that I would be bad at as last time.
The tech map was my big issue. Also, some years ago I would have loved that map, because Neo slides. But
yeah,
nowadays I don't, yeah, it's not so unknown anymore, and I also don't like to ruin my pad with Neo slides. I don't really like to play that.
You still do them all the time? Or?
Yeah, I do them, but unless one time today in the Findurance race, I didn't do a Neo slide in one corner because I thought it's not needed there, and bam, no slide. And then I switched to Neo slide again. But yeah, these when you have these Neo slide combinations, that's of course a different kind of Neo slide where you need to be really fast.
Yeah.
And for normal drifts, you can of course do it relatively chilled. And it's then enough to definitely get a drift. But then you need to be super fast, and I feel like I break my pad with that, so I don't really like that at the moment anymore. And then the thing was...
I don't wanna do it either. Like, I'm also very careful with this pad now. I don't wanna be like in 1 month, oh yeah, I need another one. Yeah. I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't really get so many Rumble tattoos, of course.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I'm wondering, can I get... I mean, it's kind of dumb, I guess I can't. Like, I've gotten sent, obviously, a patch from Thrustmaster. Can I just send that in for warranty? Because the problem is you need to show that you have bought it, you know? Like, confirmation of payment you need. Obviously, I don't have that. It was sent. So.
Do you know Alan Walker from 2.5 Men?
Yes.
You really try to get money from everything.
It's not money, I just want... Like, the only thing that I want is recovery, you know? Like, if one thing breaks, I still have another thing that I can use.
Yeah, I usually also want... I always wanted that, I don't care about it anymore, but... When I took Trackmania rather, like, at least a little bit serious, I always wanted to have a backup pad. Like, if my pad breaks, I want to have exactly the same.
I thought you have backup pads.
I don't have backup pads
also,
anymore.
I mean,
I have like 6 different pads here, but I mean he does have a backup pad, but it's a different one.
Oh, Clown, that was a close line.
I mean, Lars, in your situation, I think it's you should ask like your contact or like whoever what the fuck you should do with those pads. I mean,
I have a contact that has a contact that has a contact probably.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you have 2 broken pads lying around, right?
Yeah. The stupid
you can't
thing
just throw them away either.
Yeah, the stupid thing is, obviously I bought normally, and I also put in the request to get the warranty for it. I already sent that in, and also proof and everything for it, but then it took too long, so I didn't actually go through with it. And then I already got a different pad, and then I was just too lazy to do that because I have something else now and I'm using it. But now, obviously, I would want that. But then, when I wanted to do it, the warranty went out by like a few days. Now it's like a few weeks old.
Wow.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can still do it because I've already sent in the request to get it repaired.
I mean,
Like,
you
the
could have done
request
it
is
anyway,
there.
and just hope they don't care about those 2 days. A lot of good companies don't care about those. Like, a lot of good companies usually, it depends, but sometimes they're like, yeah, well, 2 days, whatever, we just do it because, you know, good reputation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not today, it's like a few weeks
And
now.
now it's not 2
That's-
days. Not anymore.
Did you get already some new pets from that company? Multiple times in the
Yeah.
past? I wonder if they
but
realized that at
I
some
mean,
point.
I got 3 pads because at first they sent the wrong one. So I actually have also a completely normal, not even touched eSwap S pad here as well.
Yeah, but what's different about that?
It's only Xbox layout. You can't move the stick at the top.
Hey, that exists?
Yep.
I did not even know that that exists, okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a bit less expensive, like 20-30 euros or something. It was the one that they had at first.
Are you sure it's called eSwap?
Yes. I should
Really?
know.
Yeah, but what can you swap about it then? You can swap the
Yeah,
stick,
you
but you
can
can't
swap
move it?
the other 2 things. You can swap the... You can still swap the thing, but
Oh,
I
Pac-Man.
think the D-pad is stuck, I think.
Ah, okay. That's... I mean, that's something.
Yeah, you can still swap it, just not that part. You can just not switch it to a PlayStation layout, you know, the layout is the same.
Basically, the beta version.
Yeah. Yeah, they sent that at first, but not knowing, I guess, that I can't use that. It's a bit weird. The problem is I didn't talk to them, you know, I never asked for it, I just got it delivered
Yeah,
at some point,
of course
you
you
know?
don't, right?
That is the thing. Like, it was like, oh, it was basically a present, you know, like a gift. But it's always weird when you get a gift but you can't do anything with it because there was something wrong about it. It's always so awkward.
Lars, you're so ungrateful. You're not even using your gift.
Yeah,
Now it's just laying around.
exactly.
Can't you just switch to Xbox layout for them? I mean,
Yeah, would be better, to be honest. I mean, that's also just, you know, typical communication. Fine.
I just
I don't like.
realized. Oh yes, you can say.
I just wanted to say I actually don't like the thumbsticks of the eSwap now, like the shape of them.
Don't?
I don't know.
You'd like...
PlayStation 5 shape is so much nicer for me. Yeah.
Oh,
next to each other, but I mean they're kind of similar. They're just a bit smaller than the PlayStation 5.
Nah, it's rather different.
Oh yeah, no, true, yeah. Like the thing is, the PlayStation has like in the middle a bump, and the
Yeah,
eSwap
but
doesn't.
you know what the cool thing is with the way I use it? Like I always put my thumb, like the middle of my thumb, on the edge of the thumbstick, right? And with the eSwap, that's on the far left of it. But with the PlayStation 5, because that edge is a little bit moved to the middle, it makes more sense for me.
I mean, I don't use it like that, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I know you don't. You use it the proper way. I'm the one that is an idiot. I don't know. I know about that.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, I just realized Serrator has quite a low amount of viewers, right? Wasn't he having much more usually? In earlier Ascension, for example, this year?
Yeah. I mean, just the qualifier, you know? For us, that's the most important, kind of. For them, I mean, he's just in some guy's basement or something. I don't know. Talking
Yeah.
about,
I mean,
they're completely
virtual is
casual
live right
about it.
now.
Still surprising, because I think whenever he streamed Trackmania, that he had more.
And he had like 8,000 when he was back.
Okay, the Q1 final was 60k, which just saw see in my chat.
Q1.
It's also dinner time, at least in Europe. Yeah, that
That's what
plays
you
a role.
mean. Wait, the final had more, no? But I would have also guessed that the qualifiers had.
But there we were at these news slides earlier. Kinda decided to not train at all this one skill map, because I knew even if you trained, you will play then against Pack, Kappa and so on. For all these players that are struggling to get through because of the other weird maps, they of course take so much advantage from getting the big points on that map then. But what can you train there? You can get some feeling a little bit for the turn changes, but I felt like I don't need to practice it to get decent and beat at least non-tech players.
I mean, you can't really practice it longer than whether you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah. It was more important to train the weird parts on other tracks. Down has issue now with gears.
Also, how many finishes does your map have now?
Ach yeah, actually I wanted to ask you, like, how many finishes your maps have.
Ah, no. It actually has 3 now.
Mine
But
has 4
that's-
now.
Yeah, it's 3 including myself though.
But which
So
map?
it's
Like, don't you both
Then-
have more than one map?
I
No.
mean, we built more, but they didn't get in.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, and which maps did... Also, I know which shorty map got in, it's the one with the ice and no steer. I saw that
Yeah.
in here Rasta TS when I rated him. And last map is the transitional fast one, right?
Yeah, the no-steer one. Do you actually know how it works? Because I would assume that you would think it's interesting.
Well,
It's actually a bit polarizing because it is so different, like if people like it or not. No?
well,
What a
in my
surprise,
opinion,
Lars. My map is kind of polarizing as well.
Think so? I mean, kind of. Like,
Depends,
also
like,
people do say that your map is not cocky.
Yeah,
But-
exactly that. Like,
yeah, but then
the
finishes.
cocky tryhards are very torn.
yeah, that is also what I would have said to last map. It's not cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who decides what's cocky? It's like,
I mean, I had a map that is a bit more cocky, but it wasn't chosen. So
like
I
just
mean, the
because
thing
it
is also
looks-
why it's made like that is because you don't want just 75 just normal cocky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And like the thing is with my map is it should only be done once. You know? That trick should never be done again.
Your start at least, yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean the rest is also cool. Like maybe people would have enjoyed it more if I just did the other stuff. Like the other stuff is also cool that you get red wheels from below and turn them in the air. People don't really recognize that much, I don't know.
F-Link.
Yeah, I don't know, Maurice, do you know how it works? There's a part
Yeah,
probably soon, but yeah.
Also I saw this weird plastic thing. No, you jump against the plastic wall on the side and then your car makes a rotation. Something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
the cool thing about last map.
Yeah.
What? What plastic wall? And what rotation?
Wasn't that what happened? So that you, for example, the last jump, so that your car then actually can land on its roof.
I mean, that's not a plastic wall, it's just a normal wall.
Normal wall then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a jump. You get red wheels in the like it's a no steer jump there. You have no steer, so you can't turn at all into the jump.
Ah,
and then in the air you get reset, so then you can turn, but you're jumping straight, of course. But you get wet wheels in the air, and with the wet wheels, for some reason you can start turning in the middle of the air. But you need to get the wet wheels from below, like you need to get them in a jump, you get it below the block. But that is not what I was talking about. That is...
Yeah, he's talking about the start, Marius.
Yeah, the press forward start.
I thought that's just one input or something.
Yeah.
Then you get it.
Nope.
Barbos with another win. GG. 2 in a row?
Good round.
Yeah.
Yeah, good round as well. 2 in a row, I think.
76, yeah, that's good. That is very good. But yeah, Marius, the start. I don't know if you know how it looks like anymore.
Yeah, you jump out of a wall, right? I think, and then you just have to land very clean in the bottom.
Yeah,
block
but that is not the important part. That is the trick, kind of. Because like there's a booster straight before with a lot of bumps. If you know that, like there are a few jumps and transitions and stuff. Like 5 jumps or something in the start.
Hmm.
And the thing is, you have no steer. So you can't do anything, right? Like you just go into the no steer and then it's straight.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, with no steer, you can actually steer in the air and it will affect it. Like you can, even though you have no steer, you can still like counter steer in the air, you know? And cancel rotation.
Yeah.
Now the thing is though, even in a full speed, even in a no steer part, if you steer when you're on a platform and you have full grip, it will not affect the press forward. So like you have press forward, no steer, you turn in the air, something happens. You turn on a platform where you have full grip, nothing happens. Now the thing is, what I was hoping people would understand, but that took like over a week for people to understand, which I am a bit surprised by, to be honest, is like I have a consistent stretch to get the start. You need to do something in the start to get it. And the idea of that was that obviously, you know, when you're on a platform and you have grip, you can steer however much you want. But then if you are in the air, then it affects something. So what do? You start steering on the platform when you still have grip, and that way you buffer the input basically. You buffer the input until you land again, and then it's always the same. You can start turning or stop turning whenever you want, as long as you have grip, and then it's always going to be the exact same outcome. And the thing is, I have like 5 jumps. So then you need to find the correct combination of the inputs to actually get that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was basically the idea. You know, you have like phases of grip. You know, like you jump once or twice or something, you land, and then always in those phases where you don't have grip, you can turn. You know, that was the idea. That was the idea of the map. And that is actually 100% consistent, if you get it right. It is 100% consistent. Insane. Like, it's actually so insane that is perfectly consistent. And nobody knew about that idea or trick. But yeah, the thing...
I disagree. I beg to disagree. I think some people knew about it, but...
I mean, with that combination, I mean, people know that, you know, like, everybody knew that you could steer in no steer. And people also knew that press forward maps, if you steer when you have grip, it's consistent. But I don't think anyone thought about the turning in the air being consistent. I don't know. Like, that's what people didn't connect.
I mean, I knew what you have to do. I just didn't know where and where.
Yeah, I mean, that is then the polarizing thing. You know, that I think that is a cool idea, you know? And something new. It was never done before, and it's like kind of what the fuck that you just randomly kind of steer like a specific combination, and then you always get the same press forward outcome, kind of. Like, that is kind of a what the fuck thing, like a weird game mechanic.
Oh wow,
that
Mother
gives
has
you-
another line for the flip and made it.
Oh my god, that was sick. That was sick.
Never saw that line.
That was good. I saw Granadi like jumping against the wall and then driving up from there. Is that not? I mean, that was definitely.
That is what I saw from everyone so far. That's the only way that I saw.
I mean, what Mother just did is way more risky. I would say that is pretty sick. Okay, Mother made it. He has a long flight. The thing is, he will not for this one. He doesn't get paid.
Yeah, right before the others.
It's good for Zubeda that he decided to not pay them.
But I would think that he gets paid by his team. But,
yeah, of course. Yeah, but he doesn't get paid for for the actual grand finals that he pays for the trip and everything, you know, but not for these. Yeah, obviously he gets paid by Zorg.
That is so perfect for Pack now. Actually, I don't think that he would be deserving in this kind of map style overall to get into the top 16.
I mean, I don't think with his current training, but I think if he makes it and then trains more, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he is less trained or not. Hard to say.
I don't know. I would guess so. Hard to know.
I don't think that this is like the best format for him, but this will bring him through to I would say 95%. Like Lufok is more like the ZRT player, but he will have a hard time on such a map now.
With this map. I mean, this one is a really boring map to get at the end. I don't know.
Wait, aren't that now different? No, of course. No, I didn't say anything. That was a different match where Karadi played. Yeah.
But yeah, of course. Marius, of course, now with my Kaki map. What I now didn't explain, obviously, is how the start now actually works. You have like 5 jumps. And the solution is just right, left, don't steer, right, left, don't steer. That's what you do. It is pretty simple in theory.
And it doesn't matter how long you steer?
As long as you only stop steering when you have grip, then it doesn't matter. The thing is, like, there's one small bump on the pole, and there you have like only frames to... I mean, Aurel, does he still get 3 points for that? Hopefully.
Nope.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, last place with 57.
Wait, does Pack get the points? That's super important. Oh wait, never mind. They don't get as many points, of course. There are 8 players, not 12.
Yeah.
In Granadi's match, the second place, of course, got 12.
Well.
Whip Aurel. Just up or down? No. Those don't exist.
Oh, the Quattro. Lufok actually is not in the mud on this map. I mean, he got a lot of records. I already have him in mind for classic player of the year, for example.
No. I mean, I think that's definitely fair with him getting all SGMs this year. And also good record.
Yeah, there are a lot of world records in Team 2. And if he even qualifies here, of course this is not classic, but still should also come into account a little bit.
Am I actually watching?
Pack is not finalist yet. He actually didn't make it last round.
Kappa with a deny?
It's of course the perfect map for Kappa as well.
What the fuck is he doing?
Ja, hallo, Zerator? Na, there's Orel. Orel is of course also finalist.
Yeah. Boah. That's sick.
Peck actually got second still. So
Yeah.
2 deniers. Is there one more round now on this map? I think one round.
Yeah.
Dionysos is just getting some points. Not many, but he's of course coming close as well. If he just doesn't get last this round, then he will be finalist on the first round.
Spots only, of course.
Yeah, but he will get a chance, a finalist attempt, and then on a different map than this, if he doesn't get last now. This must be his goal.
Why did he build this? This feels so out of place.
Yeah, I also don't understand it. I actually don't
Easy
like
to
that.
build quickly. Like it feels like he didn't have as much time.
Yeah, there was
That's
also not much time.
Oh, Peck.
Ooh.
Oh, Kappa is not finalist still.
Yeah, but he would get finalist if he gets 10.
Ah, okay, he's fine. Yeah, that was so tight. Also me, Quattro and Omega, of course. 6, 7, and 8 in front.
Yeah, well,
Classic, absolute classic.
but it matters that Kappa wins it.
Yeah.
Or if he has a chance on the other, like he's also, I don't really think that he would deserve that to get qualified against some of the
Tried
other
last
players.
time as well.
Also definitely Orel should make it,
Yeah, 1% over.
but I don't know. Like I don't really think that Tween and Kappa are much better than I am. Like if I was a bit more trained, I would think I can beat them. Not on this map, of course, that we just said, but on other maps. Actually, I had pace on this here, but the ending jump destroyed it then again. And I wondered how keyboard players are doing that. I heard people saying, yeah, they do action key 4, but with action key 4 I can't even get around the corner, because you need like 90% of steering. So I didn't really understand how they do that then.
They just time them.
Hmm?
They just lose time then. Or go more inside.
I couldn't even get the corner. And you can't full steer anywhere with that.
Yeah, I mean, you just lose time.
You can't
Why
also
do you
release
even-
more. Like you have a certain speed. You can't.
Where do you even need action key? For the nose side there?
Yeah, in the start. The right
At
and the left.
start. Ah. I mean, I guess you can. Maybe you could tap it. Survive. That ending jump looks scary.
Interesting that Orel is doing a slide jump. I'm not sure what kind of effect that has if he gets less water tires with that.
To start?
Yeah,
Most people are doing that.
yeah,
Get a better exit, I guess. That edge there looked kind of weird. But
yeah, it is random a little bit. Okay, Orel and Pack didn't do any ice slide on the snow landing. Interesting. Like I only could see some world records and then the mini maps that Granadi Massa invited me to, and then I only had these lines to look out for. But people here do certainly other stuff as well.
They don't. Point. That is a fight. Why go to Aurel? Back! No! Wait, no! Ain't no way.
71 points. It is a typical finalist scenario. Also Omega and Quattro are really far behind.
Yeah, I mean, this looks worse than last year. At least my match, I would say. But I don't know. There are way more mistakes by people. I mean, obviously this round is very striking with only...
Well, this is now the typical finalist problem though.
Yeah, but it's still more, I feel like. But I mean, my match was pretty good that I was... Which is because I had a bad seed as well. Can't Can't complain too.
Can't complain, he says while complaining.
I mean, I'm still German. Like, can't complain too much is the highest form of flattery.
Dionysos, I must say, not in this match, but from last season he kinda deserves it. Wasn't he super dominant?
Does he make it though?
Went over so much
He
penalty.
makes it.
He went over so much penalty. Is that actually a line that you can do? Because for me the problem was when I touched a penalty, I was RIP. Oof. Look how long Mother's through already. Yeah, big names will not make it, but Dionysos was so dominant in some rounds last year and then barely didn't make it through. So I think here...
Last Ascension?
Yeah, last Ascension, I mean.
I don't remember Dionysus that much. But I mean, obviously I was playing, so I don't...
I thought there was Dionysus, or was it Dofold who was so good? There was one guy.
I thought it was very good, yeah. I don't remember Dionysus, though.
But yeah, for him, very lucky he got finalists now and gets then the run through. And Pack is out, so he needs to go.
Dionysus got 75th the last time. He went out in round 6.
Oh, okay. There's still a bracket for that? They didn't overwrite
It's in the same bracket.
Oh.
It's in the same bracket.
Oh, okay. Kikappa moves up into the lead. Miquatro could deny. Omega is also not far away, and otherwise, of course, Orel.
And Aurel as well. But it's all about this jump in the end.
Kappa a bit away.
Yeah, Miquatro doesn't get it.
Aurel is too high. Omega, okay, Wu sniping
Kappa!
Kappa.
Wow.
Orel out.
And already now it's like 3 international players instead of only 1 last time.
Lufok out, Orel out, Pack out. I didn't expect that they all wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
That's then a little bit surprising, I would say. Holy shit.